When Kell Brook got stopped by Crawford, did he have two previous orbital bone issues in both eyes? Yes or no? I'm just asking the question. It's just anybody can answer. It's just a yes or no. When the fight was stopped between Crawford and Kell Brook, did Kell Brook's face look like Errol Spence's face, even though he had two orbital bone fractures before that fight? Yes or no? I'm just asking a question. Okay. So basically my point is, we've never seen Terence Crawford do nobody else's face the way he did Errol Spence's face in none of the previous fights in the welterweight division. So once again, that's why he looked different to me. Okay, now let's go to punch resistance. Terence Crawford has a history of being chinny chin chin. These are things that look different to me. And I know it looked different to y'all, but I'm just saying, look different to me. When he fought certain fighters in the welterweight division, his face looked a little puffy. His chin ain't always been there. He just looked different to me. As the viewership, this is the part I love about the whole thing. The viewership is increasing exponentially. He looked different to me in that regard. Now, when he knocked down fighters, this would else look different to me. When he usually knocked down fighters, it's usually like later on in the fight, like it was in this fight in 9 rounds. In 9 rounds, the fight was stopped. Referee stopped the fight. Right? No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Let's be clear here. No, he has not always had a chin. That is not true. No, that is not true. Gamboa was much smaller than Crawford, and when he hit Crawford with a clean shot, Crawford was on stanky legs. He was doing a spaghetti dance. That's true. That's documented. That's not an opinion. That's facts. When he fought Mean Machine, the Mean Machine caught him with the left and then the right, he dropped Crawford. That's true. That's not an opinion. All right, cool. So don't say he hasn't been chinny, because he has. He was catching right hands all night against David Evanesyan. Now, he didn't get hurt by him, but I'm just saying he was catching a lot of shots from David Evanesyan. I'm just saying. Well, when I say chinny, yes, he got hurt in 2 fights out of 40 fights. But when I say chinny, he's getting hit by guys who had lesser power than him and lesser power than Spence. Please don't compare Mayweather to Crawford when we talk about chinny, because y'all saying in the chat that Mosley hit, Sugar Shane Mosley hit Floyd, and even Floyd stumbled. But don't forget, Sugar Shane Mosley, he always been a heavy puncher his whole career, right? So what I'm saying is that he looked different to me. Bud Crawford looked different in this fight just as much as Errol Spence looked different to me. And I'm sure he looked different to all of you Bud fans that's in my chat right now. And I wish any one of you Bud fans lie. And I'm calling you fans because you called yourself Bud Crawford fans. You didn't even expect Crawford to dominate Spence the way you did. You want to know why? Because some of y'all was in my chat, in my comment section, and even some of you were on my panel. And y'all said that, some of y'all said the fight was going to go to 12 rounds and Crawford was going to win. And some other of you Crawford fans said that he was going to stop him late in the fight. But y'all was not expecting Crawford to knock Errol Spence down 3 times before he stopped him. And I wish any of you Bud Crawford fans lie on this chat right now and say you did. Because I heard most of y'all predictions and none of y'all predicted it. Everybody that watched this fight live in Vegas or on pay-per-view were surprised and will agree with me that both fighters look different in this fight. That's the point that I'm making. I'm not here to convince none of y'all. I'm giving y'all my observation. And y'all know Terence Crawford did not knock nobody else down in the first 2 rounds in the welterweight division. None of y'all is going to sit there and deny that. Not with a straight face anyway. Now, let me tell y'all what else looked different to me in this fight. What else looked different to me in this fight is the fact that Victor Conte, I've already talked about this before now. Victor Conte made a tweet, I believe it was in February, and he made a reference to Errol Spence being a part of being sponsored by him to take VADA testing. And he said, I'm going to make sure I post it on the screen when I finish editing this here. And he said, this is Victor Conte's words now. This is what he said. He said that Terence Crawford already agreed to take VADA testing. That's what he said. Victor Conte said that back in February of 2023, before these guys were even renegotiating for this fight. Now, since you're calling me a sore loser, I hear you in the chat, I see you. Since you saying I'm making excuses, all because I'm giving an observation, that's funny to me. So I don't have a right to give observation. I don't have a right to give my opinion. Oh, that's amazing to me. I'm the most credible guy on YouTube when we talking about the business of boxing, and everybody in here know that. So why can't I give my observation then without being criticized? Everybody have their own opinions. Why the rules always change when it come to me? That's interesting to me. Y'all don't have to answer it because I don't care. My point is this. I want y'all to name, because we're talking about Victor Conte. Y'all know who he is already. I don't have to go and, explain his background or anything. Because I believe that his snack program is beneficial to fighters. But I'm just wanting to ask a question about that. I just want to ask a question about that. Since when did Victor Conte have any authority to talk to a fighter about VADA testing? Since when? I'm asking y'all the questions. Since when did he ever have any jurisdiction talking about VADA testing? I'm just asking a question. Since when? And I don't have no problem with Victor Conte. I don't. I'm just asking the question because that looked different to me in this fight. For this fight right here, Victor Conte was talking about VADA testing. But if you go back and do your, okay, Bud Crawford fans, let me ask you a question since we talking about research. And I know that Google might have the answer. They might. So feel free to use it. What date since Victor Conte brought up VADA testing, I didn't bring it up, he did. And he did it in a tweet. When did Terence Crawford enroll in VADA testing? It's on their website. Somebody tell me now. If you are a Terence Bud Crawford fan, I'm sure you have the answer for us because you're a fan of his. So just give me that answer. So we all can be on the same page of the tweet that Victor Conte made back in February. If you are a Bud fan, I'm asking you this.